I just posted day 16 of our 90 Days to Taxes series. And day 16 is all about assets versus expenses. So how do you know what an asset is? How do you know what an expense is? In general, an asset is something that you're going to use longer than just that particular year that you buy it in. Okay, so you're not going to use it up in the course of doing business. These are things like pieces of equipment, vehicles, office supplies or furniture, that kind of thing. Now, assets are not like expenses in that we just get to write them off in the year that we purchase them. Okay, assets are going to be expensed over the course of their useful life. The IRS tells us what that useful life is, and we then allocate the cost of that asset over its useful life via depreciation. Okay, so we don't get the same benefit in the year that we purchase that asset as we would when we pay for an expense. Now, not all assets have to be considered assets. So not all of them have to be what we call capitalized, where we take them and we add them to the balance sheet and then we depreciate them. There is something called the de minimis safe harbor election, where you can go in and assets that cost you a certain threshold or less, you can immediately expense them in the year that you purchase them. Okay, that de minimis threshold is $2,500 for businesses that do not have certain types of financial statements. So in general, businesses that don't have audited financials. If you have audited financials and you have these financial statements that you can use, you can then qualify for a $5,000 de minimis safe harbor amount. Okay, so for most small businesses, we're looking at $2,500. So $2,500 or less, if you have an asset that costs that amount, you can immediately expense it in the year that you purchase it. Okay, so you can immediately expense it. You don't have to worry about depreciating it. When it comes to all other assets, you have to capitalize them and then depreciate them. There can be benefits to not immediately expensing assets, even if they are within the de minimis range. It just kind of depends on your business. I go through this information in the video, the longer video that's attached to this short, if you're interested in learning more about assets.